Hello guys, on today's video we are gonna be reacting to the top 10 most dangerous weapons in the world, and I'm your host Sunil and this is the Sunil's View. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this video started. So guys, as you can see on the screen, this video is uploaded by Interesting Facts. So if you want to see this video full without me interrupting it, there's a full link to the full video down in my description. Go check it out. Sorry about that, guys.
Strive to invent the perfect weapon to defeat his enemies. And it really is amazing how far we've come since then, with some organizations inventing some unreal weapons. From a fully automatic 12-gauge shotgun to a crazy gun that fires over 1 million rounds per minute.
1 million rounds.
10 insane military technologies. Auto Assault 12.
Okay, this is something that came out of a Call of Duty Warfight game. Auto Assault 12.
The AA-12 Auto Assault shotgun is one of the rarest and most sought-after shotguns in the world.
Damn.
It was originally developed by Maxwell Acheson during his time at Military Armaments Corporation in the early 70s. Production rights were then sold to Jerry Baber of Military Police Systems in 1987, who released his improved model in 2004, and a year later it entered production after having no less than 200 changes and improvements over the original blueprint.
Nice.
The AA-12 is a fully automatic gas-operated API blowback shotgun chambered for two 3/4-inch 12-gauge shells, including buckshot, flares, slugs, stun batons, and high-explosive Frag 12 grenade rounds. It can use two types of magazines, a detachable 8-round box magazine or a drum with capacity ranging from 20 to 32 rounds. It has a cyclic rate of 300 rounds per minute with a muzzle velocity of 1,050 feet per second. The slow rate of fire makes single shots or bursts very easy to achieve by briefly pulling the trigger, despite the fact that it fires in full auto only. Expanding Bullet.
Expanding bullets. Okay, I heard about something like this on the Instagram. Not on the Instagram, on the net. There's some kind of fishing floating around the sea, that an expanding bullet is on the horizon. I don't know who developed how developed it, but it seems that.
It's interesting to know that even war has rules when it comes to using certain kinds of ammunition.
Wow.
During the First World War, German newspapers began accusing the French, along with mythical Belgian free shooters, of using what was called dum-dum or expanding bullets. An official German complaint showed that the British were issuing this ammunition to its army. The bullet, a .455 Mk4 round, was a flat-nosed, unjacketed man-stopper type of ammunition. It was quickly withdrawn from frontline service because it was outlawed by the 1907 Hague Convention because they could cause terrible wounds and unnecessary suffering. It was the Indian Army that developed the hollow-nose expanding bullet in Dum Dum, an industrial municipality outside of Calcutta, and where the round got its name from. Bullets with pointed tips were then designed for use in the early 1900s to improve ballistic performance, but these had a tendency to tumble upon entry.
Did you see the graphics work on the bullet, man? It really looks like something that came out of a Harry Potter movie. And also, ladies and gentlemen, as you might have seen from the trailer, Harry Potter is going to be released next year. Okay, I'm super stoked to see a new episode on that, ladies and gentlemen.
But these had a tendency to tumble upon entering the human body, and sometimes causing far more damage than dum-dums. The interesting thing is that hollow point ammunition is widely used by police forces in the USA because of its stopping power, along with the argument that restricting them would harm innocent bystanders.
Damn, that looks like something.
Nerve Agent VX.
What?
When it comes to being the most insane and deadly weapons of all time, VX or Venomous Agent X should be at the top of the list.
Something out of a spy film.
Stockpiles of the stuff have been continually destroyed since the Chemical Weapons Convention of 1997 outlawed their use.
Who is he?
Classified by the United Nations as a weapon of mass destruction and defined by the CDC as the most potent of all nerve agents, VX is an incredibly potent and rapid-acting poison that cripples the nervous system and causes total paralysis. And
this should be on the top of the list.
Eventually,
if this is here, check out what's on the top of the list, ladies and gentlemen. You have to find out. Watch till the end of the video.
The victim suffocates. It is fatal after breathing in just 25 to 30 milligrams, or just 10 milligrams if it comes into contact with the skin.
Oh.
Once in the body, it works rapidly by acting on a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine, which neurons rely on to send signals to muscles ordering them to move. Once the signals are sent, acetylcholine breaks down, ending the line of communication. VX prevents acetylcholine from breaking down, resulting in an overabundance of communication. The muscles get overstimulated, and the brain can no longer control the body's movements. Symptoms include blurred vision, drooling and sweating, rapid breathing, and irregular heart rate.
Oh.
It is when the muscles that guide the chest's rise and fall during breathing are affected that it becomes a major problem. And when they are paralyzed, breathing becomes impossible.
Oh.
And it all happens within minutes. No
In
wonder
minutes.
this terrible weapon is outlawed.
Outlawed? It should be destroyed from the earth, man. Not outlawed.
Hydrogen bomb.
Okay, this is something I heard before.
The hydrogen bomb or thermonuclear bomb is more powerful than atomic or fission bombs
Wow.
like the
They
ones
just
that were
dropped it.
used to devastate the Japanese cities of Nagasaki
Yeah,
and
Nagasaki
Hiroshima
and
during
Hiroshima.
World War II. Those
That's
bombs
not
exploded
right.
with a yield of 15 and 20 kilotons of TNT, respectively. In contrast, the
Wow.
first test of a hydrogen bomb in the
Damn.
United States happened in November 1952, which yielded an explosion of 10,000 kilotons of TNT. And by
Wow.
1954, the United States detonated a bomb in nuclear test Castle Bravo, which had a yield of 15 megatons of TNT.
15 megatons of
2.5 times
TNT.
more than the predicted 6.
Okay, that seems quite fair, ladies and gentlemen. The scientists have already told that if the Earth doesn't destroy the human sources, man will with this kind of firepower. God damn it, bro.
megatons, which was the result of
Earth is moving mad in terms of weaponry. Oh man, it's moving.
using lithium deuteride, resulting in a tritium bonus, where cascading neutrons transformed it into tritium and helium. And tritium causes extremely energetic fusion.
Ooh.
At 6:45 a.m. local time on March 1st, 1954, the device was detonated, and many observers knew something had gone spectacularly wrong in the
I like
first
it.
seconds. The flash
Yikes.
from the bomb was so great that men saw their bones appear as shadows through their flesh, and streams of light shone through the smallest cracks and pinholes in secured doors and hatches.
Yikes.
More than 30 miles away aboard Navy ships, sailors said the heat was like having a blowtorch aimed at their bodies. The
Yikes.
shockwave was incredible,
That is
almost
on the
knocking
movie
observation
Indiana
aircraft from
Jones,
the
right?
sky.
Yeah.
And then there was the fireball, stretching 4 miles in diameter
4 miles.
and hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yikes.
It was the biggest explosion in history at the time. But later, the Soviet Union would drop something much bigger.
Okay. Much bigger.
Metal
than
Storm.
15 years. Yeah, Metal Storm.
If
This
the name
also,
ever
this gun also looks some kind of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, DLC pack guns, but okay.
fit a weapon perfectly, then it would be the Metal Storm. This thing is an Australian-made US-funded weapon
Wow.
and has 36 barrels put together in a box configuration that can reportedly fire 1.62
Yeah. I think I have
Million
seen this.
rounds
Wait,
per
just give me a
box
second, guys.
Australian-
This weapon is actually used. I cannot remember. Yeah, it is. It is actually used by Arnold Schwarzenegger in Expendables movie, right? Sorry, I cannot play the clip, but you can find clips of this actual same gun that has been
Made a
used
US-funded
in either
weapon and has
Expendables
36
1,
barrels
2,
put
or
together
3.
in a
Around the
box
3 parts of the movie, or maybe
configuration
later.
that can reportedly fire 1.62
They used
million
this same
rounds
gun
per
to
minute
on a
and fires
scene.
180
So that's okay.
rounds
That's
in
where
a
I saw it. Okay.
0.01 second burst, and at its peak, it can send a wall of 24,000 9mm rounds moving at Mach 5. The fastest mechanical weapons system can only spit out around 6,000 rounds per minute.
Okay.
But the Metal Storm ammunition cartridge is special and has no shell casing and no primer.
Oh,
In fact, the gun
okay.
itself has no trigger hammer or breech block. The craziest thing is that the only moving part is the bullets, which are stacked up nose to tail in each barrel and
Wow.
are fired electronically one at a time from front to rear. Although it's really insane, the cost and the weight, not to mention the setup time for single use, keep the application of this weapon very circumstantial.
Wow.
Like when you need to shoot something 1 million times in just 60 seconds.
1 million times in just 60
Plague
seconds.
bomb.
Whoa, okay. Okay, that's some serious firepower for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Located in Harbin, China, Unit 731 was created with legitimate intentions by the Japanese government to promote public health and conduct research that would benefit Japanese soldiers,
Uh-huh.
including
What?
how long someone could survive hunger, thirst, and certain diseases.
Okay.
But as the war went on, the Japanese turned to using prisoners of war as test subjects, and at least 250,000 people perished at the hands of experimentation. The
Yeah, I
most
heard about
terrible
it.
things you can imagine were done here. So terrible, we can't speak about them on this video.
Yikes.
But one of the things they tested was releasing rats infected with
Yeah.
bubonic plague with the intention of
Yeah.
infecting the prisoners so they could be studied. This led to the plague bomb, and in China's eastern province of Xinjiang and central Hunan province from 1940 to 1942, rats were airdropped, and people who lived in
shit.
these
Goddamn,
areas
bro.
described
Rats.
how
Yikes.
people dropped like flies in hours or days, their bodies swollen and black. Luckily for the United States, the Japanese surrender on September 2, 1945, stopped a plan for kamikaze pilots to attack San Diego with planes filled with plague-infected fleas.
Man. Sorry, guys. If you're eating right now, I'm really sorry. You're definitely gonna go to the restroom. Man. If you're eating, I'm really, really sorry. If you're eating, please keep your food away for this second of the video.
Antique 3 laser weapon
you can
system.
skip it.
Thanks to some early science fiction stories, laser weapons have always fascinated many people.
Yeah.
For a while, many people thought such weapons would be impossible to create, or would be powerful enough to do serious damage so that it could be used in warfare.
Okay,
But
the simple reason is that laser guns cannot be used in direct contact with people, or people, because it seems that a laser light can damage, people's eyes, and it may cause, blindness in the eye. So it was not issued by any of the governments around the country. So that's why laser weapons have not been used either in the military or by the police force. But some sources say that they are actually using they are actually using such kind of laser technology weapons to implicate the destruction of drones in private areas. So as you might know, the drones in today's world have become too much of a lot to take in. Drones are used for maximum for movie effects, but some guys all over the world are trying to get into places which are prohibited, like the Area 51, for example, in USA. So that's why Area 50, I think so, Area 51 in USA there is a kind of a weapon, and they use it to blind the radio visual signals that are coming from the drone. That's how you can get your signal to your remote control, and they actually use it to damage the drone. So that makes the drone either to fall out from the sky or get back to its starting point. So actually there has been a use, but not in terms of war. It's been used in terms of
Future has
drone
arrived.
usage. So
The ANSEEK 3 laser weapon system, or more easily called the XN1 Laws, is a
Okay, I
directed
didn't
energy
know about
laser
it.
weapon developed by the United States Navy.
yeah, half of the weapons are made, half of the goddamn weapons are made either from USA or Russia, because they are the two best countries that can make weapons that we dream of or we see in movies. They actually
The first
develop it.
prototype was installed on the USS Ponce for testing in 2014,
Okay.
where it worked
Okay, it was
perfectly
very
against
latest.
low-end
Okay, cool.
threats and took out a UAV and a simulated small
Yeah, see, I told
attacker.
you, it's used for
Laws
UAVs.
uses an infrared beam with a solid-state laser array, which can be tuned to destroy a target using 30,000 watts of power to fry sensors, burn out motors, or detonate explosive materials such as rockets or bombs mounted on warplanes or helicopters.
Yikes, damn,
Neutron bomb.
neutron bombs, wow. There are some
Another
new
weapon
type of
sounding
bombs,
like
ladies
it's
and gentlemen.
right out of a science fiction novel is the neutron bomb. It's also called an enhanced radiation warhead and is a specialized nuclear weapon that doesn't produce as large a blast as a conventional nuclear warhead and instead releases large amounts of lethal radiation. It's actually a small thermonuclear.
Yeah, one of the worst radiation effects is in Chernobyl, right? Yes. If I'm wrong, post it down in the comment section below. Free feel to roast me if you like.
bomb with a few kilograms of plutonium or uranium ignited by a
Yeah.
conventional explosive, which creates a fission trigger to ignite a fusion explosion in a capsule containing several grams of deuterium tritium. Still with us? Good.
Yeah, still with
This
you.
bomb might have only a 1 kiloton yield, but in a 1.2 mile radius, the fusion reaction would throw off a powerful wave of neutron and gamma radiation penetrating through armor, several feet of earth, and through living tissue.
Oh, living tissues.
Electromagnetic railgun.
Wow. Okay,
Theoretical dream for
railguns.
ages,
I
the
think I
railgun
heard
is
somewhere.
unlike any other weapon used in warfare.
Okay, just give me a second. I think I heard about this railgun somewhere. If I know the purpose of this gun, then maybe I can
It's
find
faster,
out.
cheaper, and more lethal than a conventional type of gun or cannon. Conventional guns or cannons use an explosive propellant to send a projectile at its target.
Wow.
But the railgun uses a heavy solid slug that relies on its mass and velocity to do heavy damage. In a railgun, the two rails act like wires with a magnetic field circulating around each rail. It takes 2 minutes to charge the weapon and only a fraction of a second to fire. Upon impact, the slug projectile superheats, which results in a hypersonic spear of slag capable of penetrating armor, melting steel, and burning everything else in its path.
Damn.
Such a round could be designed to fragment before impact, showering its target with high-velocity molten metal. Compared with missiles that can cost from $500,000 to $1.5 million each,
For a
the
single
railgun
bullet.
offers a much more
$1.5 million.
economical means of
Damn.
engaging the enemy. Project Thor.
Project 4. Oh, Thor, okay.
This project has been
space.
looked at for many years, and the interesting thing
Yeah.
is that the US military has looked at it
Okay,
again.
this was actually inspired from a movie. I think which movie it was? Yeah, it was from the G.I. Joe Retaliation. Remember the scene where Snake Eyes activates this bomb and it drops some kind of a metal rod about from the space to the Earth with the gravitational force. The blast can be as large as I think 10 or 15 of nuclear bombs that were thrown into Nagasaki as well as Hiroshima. So that's the concept of it. The gravity takes care of it. I think this is the same gun of it, but
And as recently as
Let's see.
2017.
Wow.
Also called Rods from God.
Yeah,
Project
see,
Thor
I
was
told you.
supposed to be some kind of satellite or launcher vehicle.
yeah,
that would
I'm
be
always
launched into
perfect.
orbit with
So this is
20
where
foot
they
long
got the
by 1
idea
foot
from.
diameter
Okay.
Tungsten
Wow,
rods.
they literally added Pikachu stickers on the
Launched
top
into
of the
orbit
satellites.
with
Wow,
20 foot
okay, as you can see on the screen right now.
Long by 1 foot diameter tungsten rods.
Yeah,
It
tungsten
would
rod.
then
Yeah,
move
tungsten
over
rods.
its
Yeah, that's
intended
what,
target
that's the
and launch its
gravity takes control of it.
Using kinetic energy,
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, from Earth to space, a man should travel around some time of, let's say, about 1 month, something like that. I'm not sure about the space continuum time, but from space back to Earth, it takes only 30 seconds. So that much of, remember, that is how much of gravitational force that you have, that you can come from space to the Earth. So remember, if a rod without any weight just falling freely from the space directly to the Earth, remember how much gravitational force it has and how much impact it will cause if it is landed on any of the sites, any planet in the Earth. That's the
tungsten
destruction it
rods
must
could
cause.
end up
So
traveling at-
that's why I told you wait till the end, ladies and gentlemen. If you have tuned right now, please stay on till
over
the end of the
Mach 10
video.
with an explosive impact of 11.5 tons
See,
of TNT.
they even do not have to add any TNT. TNT is just for an extra effect. Just the tungsten rod can create more damage. But if if you want to spice up something in life, you have to add tons of TNT. That's what the US did. Added a splice of, just 1.5 tons of TNT. That causes mayhem.
It is said that
Total
the US has the
destructions.
technology to deploy this weapon at will.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the biggest drawback is the cost, and also the concern that non-tungsten components of the projectile would melt if exceeded Mach 10.
Okay, it also
Whatever
has,
the case
okay.
is, Project Thor would certainly be a terrifying weapon.
See, this is actually from the same movie. This is from the movie
That
G.I. Joe
concludes our
Retaliation.
list
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hope you learned some new things in this video and hope this video was entertainment as well as informative. So, that's all I got for you today. If you do like this video, hit the like button. That makes this video to go on top of the YouTube search list. And if you, by the way, where you're down here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And I'll see you on the next episode of Sunil's View. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.